Okay. Mic check. What is great, people? What is great? We're about to get started here in a second. So, today what we're going to be doing is basically going over some things in chiropractic health. Shout out to you if you're just tuning in. We're going to be watching a chiropractic documentary today. My name is Mr. Spine. I will be your host today. So let's get right into it. Let me know how the audio is. So we'll get back to this one. But the main question we want to ask today is, are chiropractors real doctors? Now, let me go ahead and make sure, drop a comment if the audio is good. We do have the super chat open for anybody who wants to become a member and give your opinions, give your stories. You get to call in and let us know your chiropractic experiences. So what we're going to do in today's episode is we are going to be answering the question of, are chiropractors real doctors? Right, so let's get right into it. Today we're going to be watching a documentary by CHUPPL. Give us a second here. We will be going live. Give us 1 second here. Okay. So here we go. All right. Let's do this. Super chat open for everybody. Let's do this.
Let me explain.
This is Trevor. He studied to be a chiropractor and found major flaws. Trevor posts his criticisms on TikTok and feels a burning heat of backlash.
It's almost like I'm attacking their religion.
Trevor is just one of many critics of chiropractic.
Cancel Chiropractors 2022.
Are chiropractors even doctors? Is it safe?
Now, many of you may have gotten this question before or have asked this question before. Are chiropractors real doctors? This is something that we're going to get down to the bottom to, because you may be missing out on good health from not going to the chiro, or you may want to avoid it because it's just not for you. So let's get down to the bottom of it. Are chiropractors real doctors?
Chiropractors, real doctors.
Her neck was tight, so she went to a chiropractor.
The debate has reached a boiling point, and with the help of an unlikely friend,
You've probably heard of Scientology.
chiropractors are winning. But should they be?
Restoring.
So you see, you even got Joe Rogan there. Let's go back a little bit. You even got Joe Rogan there saying he doesn't believe in chiropractors at all. Joe Rogan does not believe in chiropractors at all. There are many people who do not believe in the effects of chiropractic therapy. Now, in this stream, we are going to be figuring out, does chiropractic therapy even help? Does it work? Is it for you? Have you had any bad experiences? Do you know anyone else that's had bad experiences? Let's continue to dive in. Shout out to all the viewers. If you're just tuning in, we're getting down to the bottom of, are chiropractors real doctors? I am your host, Mr. Spine, today. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the new members. Let's keep doing it. So go ahead and drop a comment if you've ever been scammed. Drop a comment if you've ever been scammed. Drop a comment if you've been to the chiropractor and you've been told this and that, but you haven't really gotten any help. Who here has been to the chiropractor before? Go ahead and drop a comment. Let us know. So we have someone here saying, we have an unknown chiropractor here saying that chiropractic health can deal with high blood pressure. Let me know in the comments if that's true. I'm not sure. I haven't heard that before, but he's saying that chiropractic adjustments and chiropractic therapy can help with high blood pressure. So again, if you're watching and you've been to the chiropractor, go ahead and leave a comment and let us know what your experience has been like. Have you been scammed before? Have you been told things that didn't seem the way that they were when you got there? Let us know. How has your chiropractic experience been? So again, we're going to get down to the bottom of this. Can chiropractic therapy actually help those symptoms that were read off on the screen? There were a lot of them, and I know a couple of people dealing with some of those symptoms. So let me know, do you guys think chiropractic therapy can actually help? So that is another thing that we want to get down to the bottom of. Are chiropractors real doctors? Are they actual doctors? All right, so before we continue, I want to shout everybody out that's tuning in, everybody that tuned in already. Go ahead and share this video with anybody who's dealing with chiropractic issues, anyone who's been to the chiro before and they don't have a place to share their story. Please share this video with them. And if you've had a chiropractic experience, go ahead and let us know in the comments what that's been like for you. But in this video today, in this stream today, we're going to get down to the bottom of, are chiropractors real doctors? So go ahead and drop in the comments. Are you pro chiropractor or are you against chiropractic therapy? Let us know in the comments. All right, go ahead and comment. Drop a comment. If you're just tuning in, let us know where you're from. Shout out to you. We are getting to the bottom of our chiropractors real doctors. I am your host today, Mr. Spine, and that is what we are covering. So shout out to you for tuning in. Go ahead and comment and let us know where you're from. So we're starting off in Davenport, Iowa. Excuse me. We're starting in Davenport, Iowa, right? This is where they're saying chiropractic health started, right? So let's see. Let's dive into this story. And let me know if you guys can hear. Let me know if the audio is good. Let me know if the audio is good, chat. Let me know if the audio is good.
And have become tired of the regular physician. Reportedly, D.D. Palmer held a seance. The 19th century was a great time for cults. They were popping up in like all corners of America. His spiritual mentor, who had died 50 years prior, appeared to him and gave him an idea. Down the block from his office, Palmer found a man who claimed to be deaf.
I reasoned that if that vertebra was replaced, the man's hearing should be restored.
So Palmer, for some reason, cracked this deaf man's back.
And lo and behold, the man could hear.
Spoiler alert, there's a problem with this story.
I just don't remember the 8th cranial nerve, the nerve that supplies the sensation of hearing, going anywhere near the spine. Is it possible that I'm wrong? I don't think so. Well, not long.
Over 2,000 years ago,
so
Hippocrates
let's do this
popularized
again, right?
a
We're gonna
theory
start
that
this from the
is
jump.
all diseases
I
come
just
from
got in the
one
comments that we
singular
were having
cause.
some audio
and that if we can
issues.
identify like what.
So let's start this from the jump.
It's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore.
Literally 99%.
Okay, we're gonna start this from the jump, and basically what we're gonna do is we're going to be covering the topic of are chiropractors real doctors? In today's stream, we will be covering are chiropractors real doctors. Let's get into it.
In my profession. Let me explain.
This is Trevor. He studied to be a chiropractor and found major flaws. Trevor posts his criticisms on TikTok and feels a burning heat of backlash.
It's almost like I'm attacking their religion.
Trevor is just one of many critics of chiropractic.
Cancel Chiropractors 2022.
Are chiropractors even doctors? Is it safe?
Are chiropractors real doctors?
Her neck was tight, so she went to a chiropractor.
The debate has reached a boiling point, and with the help of an unlikely friend,
You've probably heard of Scientology.
chiropractors are winning. But should they be?
And restoring patients to a pleasurable state of mental and physical well-being.
Once you start digging in, it's crazy. I forget how big of a shit pile it is.
Prince Charles come to pay you a visit? King Charles, sir.
Yeah, sure.
He's related to this story as well.
The British Chiropractic Association sued me for libel.
I don't believe in chiropractors at all.
The vast majority of people do not understand what chiropractic is or what it's for.
I'm telling you, be careful, these chiropractors, man.
So many people believe that chiropractic therapy is a scam. Many people believe that it doesn't help, it doesn't work. Many people believe that you're wasting your time if you're going to the chiropractor. And we're doing this to figure out what the truth is. What's the real? Are chiropractors real doctors? Can they really help? So let's get down to the bottom of it.
Right down the road. Look at this.
We have to go.
Okay, let's do it.
Hello.
Alright.
You ready?
See you guys. Today I have irritable bowel syndrome. We'll see if they can treat it.
Some chiropractor offices do scams.
So I have a variety of health issues, just like ongoing chronic stuff. Maybe I should be talking to a doctor. Irritable bowel syndrome? Is that something that you guys do here? Is there a doctor around I could talk to?
Yeah, of course. Chiropractic can help you with asthma, allergies, you name it.
Sorry, you said asthma.
Asthma, allergies, you name it.
It does help.
High blood pressure. What I do is.
Say that it helps with high blood pressure.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I have low blood pressure. Does it work the other way?
It has the potential to make everything better. No matter what goes inside the body, it has the potential to make it better. That's just the bottom line. How it makes it better, I can't tell you.
I've seen a couple different common scams that places like this do.
Chiropractic is the process.
They'll offer a free consult.
You will get 3 free ones.
And then they'll rope you in to doing prepaid treatments.
You know, you're gonna have to keep coming in more constant.
So is that how the chiropractor works? Do they give you a free consultation to get you to come in and then continue to make you come in after that? Like, if chiropractic therapy really worked, how come I can't just go one time and then it be over? So that's what we're getting down to the bottom to today, guys. Are chiropractors real doctor, and do their techniques have any benefits? So make sure you comment where you're from and if you've had a chiropractic experience. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I am your host, Mr. Spine, and we are here at Crack Up Chiro. So let's get down to the bottom of this.
Because we have a plan and package.
So you sell a package, and then I come in repeatedly to get that?
We need to see you 3 times a week for 3 months.
You should come in 2 times a week for the next couple of weeks. 3 times a week, maybe.
That's a plan that we're going to set up now.
Just today?
Yeah, today. You have to do it today. Because otherwise you're just slapping us in the face saying like, no, I'm not interested in
We need to do prepaid treatment plans. A common way to spot that scam is that, like, it's always the same treatment plan.
I see 6, 10, 20 visits for packages.
No matter who it is, no matter what problem they have, it's always however many adjustments a week.
Weird shit, man.
It has the potential to make everything better.
Here's a survey that was done in 2003 of conditions that chiropractors encounter in their office: high blood pressure, sinus conditions, allergies, dizziness, diabetes, PMS, ear infection, pregnancy, asthma, ALS, acne, incontinence, fracture, BPH, anemia, murmurs, thoracic outlet syndrome, spinal stenosis, kidney stones, and hemorrhoids. Folks, I will tell you flat out, without question, there's not a shred of scientific evidence that says that chiropractic can help in any way with any of these conditions. It just can't.
Fuck. Turns out chiropractors aren't medical doctors. For sure scammy, but like, tip me off. This is bigger than just like scams, like 1 or 2 bad chiropractors doing scams.
Okay.
This seems to be like an institutional problem.
Just a bunch of quackery and voodoo and nonsense. If I'm right, how is it possible the chiropractors practicing a bunch of nonsense have achieved the degree of legitimacy that they've achieved today? Because there's no argument that they have. achieved a relatively high level of respect and legitimacy.
This isn't some inflated niche debate about odd happenings in the medical field. This is possibly the craziest story we've ever reported on. We interviewed the world's experts.
I'm certainly an expert as far as the evidence is concerned.
Read hundreds of pages of books, legal documents, and diaries. And the answer to all of this is the one that I didn't want to accept. This story has factions, disputes, spies, betrayal, murder, and cults.
If you're on the pro-chiropractor side of the debate, then you believe there's a nationwide, organized militia putting a target on the back of anyone who disagrees with that militia's authority. That medical industry giants have illegally suppressed a cheaper alternative to pharmaceutical medicine. If chiropractic...
Go ahead and comment where you're from. Go ahead and comment what's going on, man. Comment what's going on. We are here getting to the bottom of it. Are chiropractors real doctors, man? So go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from, or if you've had a chiropractic experience, let us know, man.
Chiropractic is all a sham, then why does almost every insurance company pay for it, including Medicare?
Those that are against chiropractic believe that in 1895, a delusional and dangerous man took his shot at starting a cult, not in ancient Asia as the branding would imply, but right here on the border of Illinois and Iowa. They believe that that man's cult grew to great numbers, and after his death, his murderer turned his cult from a spiritual one into a capitalist one. After all, the American Medical Association says, "It is the opinion of the medical profession that chiropractic is an unscientific cult." And shockingly, both sides are right. All of that is true.
Let me tell you how I ended up in the ER after going to the chiropractor.
So he's saying that chiropractic therapy is effective and it's also not effective. And I guess we got a series of shorts here where people are giving their opinions, whether chiropractic therapy is effective or not.
No clinical value at all.
Chiropractors are good people. They're good doctors, and they help you.
Chiropractors are not doctors.
I think most of the time it's just popping your neck and it just feels good.
It's the 1880s. A con man who couldn't hold a steady job rotated occupations. A beekeeper, a school teacher, a magnetic healer. Magnetic healing was a pseudoscientific medical practice based on the spiritual realm. Magnetic healers believed that the human body has a divine magnetic energy and that they could use their personal magnetism to heal other people's ailments just by waving their hands above the person's body. But there was a problem. This thing called modern medical science came along, and the government started cracking down on those practicing medicine without a license. The man, D.D. Palmer, knew this. A local newspaper even published a hit piece on him. Dr. Palmer, a crank on magnetism, has a crazy notion that he can cure the sick and crippled with his magnetic hands. His victims are the weak-minded, ignorant, and superstitious. Those foolish people who have been sick for years and have become tired of the regular physician. Reportedly, D.D. Palmer held a seance. The 19th century was a great time for cults. They were popping up in all corners of America. His spiritual mentor, who had died 50 years prior, appeared to him and gave him an idea. Down the block from his office, Palmer found a man who claimed to be deaf.
I reasoned that if that vertebra was replaced, the man's hearing should be restored.
So Palmer, for some reason, cracked this deaf man's back.
And lo and behold, the man could hear.
Spoiler alert, there's a problem with this story.
I just don't remember the 8th cranial nerve.
All right, real quick, y'all, shout out to Earthworm. Shout out to Johnny Blaze in the chat. Shout out to Earthworm. So we got some feedback from Earthworm, and Earthworm says, I went to a chiropractor a couple times, 2 different people. I couldn't crack my back. One couldn't crack my back and refused to accept money. He knew which knot I was talking about, but at the same time, I was billed too strong to press into that spot into my back and twist into. Shout out to Earthworm, man. So Earthworm is saying he's been a chiropractor 2 different times and his experience hasn't been the best. But you know, we'll get down to the bottom of that. Shout out to you, Earthworm, for commenting.
The nerve that supplies the sensation of hearing going anywhere near the spine. Is it possible that I'm wrong? I don't think so. Well, not long.
Over 2,000 years ago, Hippocrates popularized a theory that is all diseases come from one singular cause, and that if we can identify like what that cause is, we can cure all illness. He thought this thing called night air was the cause of all illness. Chiropractic, in the same vein, isn't about back pain. It's the cure to all disease.
The founding belief of chiropractic.
Now, that's a strong belief. Go ahead and comment in the chats what you guys think about that belief, that chiropractic therapy can heal all diseases, as said here in the video, right? Stop taking drugs. Chiropractic therapy can cure all diseases. That's a strong claim. Let's get into it and figure out why this was made.
Founding belief of chiropractics is this. A subluxated vertebra, a vertebral bone, is the cause of 95% of all diseases.
And that the other 5% is caused by displaced bones as well, just not in your vertebral column. Your back. I'm not telling you the archaic origins of chiropractic. This is still what they believe to this day.
In my practice, identifying vertebral subluxations is done completely by manual palpation. That is, feeling your spine with my hands.
We've batted around this word subluxation quite a bit already, and I have yet to define it. It's easier for me to tell you what it's not, because quite frankly, it's not anything. It's never been demonstrated during surgery. It's never been identified at autopsy. It's never been visualized with any type of imaging, not X-ray, not CT, not MRI. It just flat out doesn't exist.
But on that day, when Harvey Lillard's hearing was restored, a child of magnetic healing was born. They called it hand practice. Wait, in Greek, hold on.
Chiropracticos.
Chiropractic. D.D. Palmer created a school to teach others how to perform chiropractic. To this day, it is the largest in the world. D.D. Palmer was charged with practicing medicine without a license. A newspaper reported that he said, "I will pay no fine and will serve out the entire sentence if required to do so." I mean, every good cult has to have a persecution story, right? He said, "I am not in this cell for a lack of principle, but for an abundance of principle." But less than a month later, he pays his fine and is freed from jail. The homie can't hang. He can't hang. Just not fit to be a cult leader. That's fine, okay? Like, there's no problem with that. I would say that's a good thing. I would argue that. But he didn't stop there. D.D. Palmer's son, B.J. Palmer, took over the business, the Palmer School of Chiropractic. D.D. was not happy about it. Speed run. Here's how things went. D.D. Palmer opens a new chiropractic school in Oklahoma City. Didn't go well. So he opens a new chiropractor school in Portland, Oregon. It also didn't go well. So he moves back to Iowa and opens a competing chiropractor school just 2 blocks from BJ's, the one that he actually started. All the while, local, state, and like the federal government are like, what the fuck? Well, like, what is this? Like, we just started doing this thing called germ theory, and it's like working out really well. We know that diseases don't come from subluxations. Full stop. Right there. So laws were popping up all around the US trying to regulate this pseudoscientific nonsense. But there's one thing that the government can't regulate. I think you know what it is. D.D. Palmer, when asked by a chiropractor how the profession would survive, said this: "We will have to build a boat similar to Christian Science and hoist a religious flag. Don't try to legalize chiropractic. There's an easier way. Exemption clauses instead of chiro laws by all means. And let that exemption be the right to practice our religion." Followed by my favorite part: "But we must have a religious head, one who is the founder, as did Christ, Mohammed, Joseph Smith, Martin Luther, and those who have founded religions." I'm kidding with you. This is my favorite part. I am the only one in chiropractic who can do so. And then, of course, I have received chiropractic from the other world. No one has laid claim to that. Not even BJ. No! Dude hates his son. He hates him. And then BJ ran over DD with a car. And DD died. Yes, seriously. On his deathbed, DD blamed BJ. BJ denied the whole thing, but it doesn't matter because BJ's running the show now. And BJ's like, fuck this religion thing. We're a business. Boom, boom, boom. Homie is pumping out new chiropractors from his school. And the thing that's like so sick for BJ is that he's all these new chiropractors.
So let's go ahead and
for all the
share this video out with anybody who wants to understand chiropractic therapy, man, who's new to chiropractic therapy. Share your stories in the comments, man. Let us know, man. Have you ever been to the chiropractor before, and what was your experience like? Go ahead and share that in the comments. Let us know where you're from. Shout out to you. I am your host, Mr. Spine, and we are here, man, getting to the bottom of it. Are chiropractors real doctors? Do their techniques help? Have you been to the chiropractor? What is your experience? Let's get into it.
So BJ invents a bunch of new tools that he can sell. This one finds those pesky subluxations that cause all disease.
Bottom line is there's no such thing as a subluxation. It just flat out doesn't exist.
It's really just a thermometer.
The ideas that form the basis of chiropractic in 2008 are virtually unchanged from the ideas that were spouted forth by Daniel David Palmer. Chiropractic, again, is nothing more than a philosophy.
So again, if you're just tuning in, Daniel David Palmer is basically the godfather of chiropractic therapy.
Philosophical belief system. In fact, it much more closely resembles a religion or a cult than it does.
And again, this isn't D.D. Palmer, but again, D.D. Palmer was having issues with performing chiropractic therapy, so he basically went around it by claiming it as a religion, which this man is stating now.
As a healthcare profession.
Well, it's official. YouTube has just now banned anything related to health that doesn't align with the general medical consensus.
Dr. Berg is a doctor of chiropractic. He has 11.1 million subscribers on YouTube and runs a nutritional health company.
My name is Ian Rafalco, formerly Ian Berg. I exposed my dad, Dr. Eric Berg, for being a Scientologist and donating millions of dollars to Scientology.
Now, I want to be clear. This isn't a takedown of Scientology. Frankly, I'm not qualified to do that. I'm just not the guy. But connecting the dots here really solidified for me something that I wasn't seeing on the online debates.
The casual thinker is obliged to admit that the universe is composed of intelligence and matter, while the former is omnipresent, filling all space. The spiritual intelligence controls unintelligent matter. The universe is composed of spirit and matter.
That's from D.D. Palmer's book, The Chiropractor. It was written half a century before L. Ron Hubbard founded the Church of Scientology.
MEST is a term in Scientology. MEST is a term that stands for matter, energy, space, and time. It's essentially what you describe as the universe in which we live, as distinct from something like a spiritual universe that exists between people.
Is it pretty central to the faith?
Yeah.
Intelligence and material, spirit and matter. Energy is the life force, the force existing in living organisms.
That's weird.
Probably unrelated.
Inventions like B.J. Palmer's became a staple of the chiropractic profession. Other chiropractors jumped in and they sold other pseudoscientific tools of their own making.
The foot vibrator works wonders not only for those poor abused pedal extremities, but aids circulation and relaxation of the whole body. Midriff vibrator.
To this day, tools like this are still a big...
So we're seeing that from the jump in chiropractic practices from back in the day, you start seeing people dropping their own products. They're calling them pseudo products that help with back pain and things like that. It's very interesting to see.
Big part of chiropractic.
So this is a nervous scope.
Yeah, they have a lot of weird contraptions and devices and such. Our basement was full of like pressure point machines for the feet that were all gear operated, and like the little gun had a bunch of like wavelength readers. I don't know if they're like heart machines or what, but they were all like wooden and they print out little papers. They never really had direct uses.
Something that you may not know is that the e-meter itself was invented by a chiropractor and was adopted by L. Ron Hubbard.
That doesn't surprise me. In Scientology, it's, I'm sure for legal reasons, described as a machine that does nothing.
The e-meter, infamously at the center of Scientology's evangelist efforts, is a byproduct of the chiropractic profession. Scientology saw the government trying to regulate chiropractic, and in fear of being the next target, they trained select members into a secret group of elite spies and sent them to the Department of Justice, the DEA, the BBB, the IRS, and the AMA. And what they found was a top secret conspiracy aggressively unfolding at the national level.
The American Medical Association engaged in a nationwide, lengthy, widespread, illegal conspiracy.
A conspiracy targeting Scientology's friend. The American Medical Association had a secret group executing a plan to contain and eliminate the entire chiropractic profession.
We insist that the practice of medicine is a doctor's problem. The doctor is the only one entitled by training, by experience, and by law to take care of the sick.
Sore throat was the pseudonym for the guy that found the plan to contain and eliminate the chiropractic profession at the AMA. Sore throat pushed and guided a chiropractor by the name of Chester Wilk to sue the AMA. And this wasn't that long ago. Chester Wilk had a YouTube channel before he passed away.
The devil is influencing President Obama. Hello, I'm Dr. Chester Wilk. I'm the chiropractor who sued the American Medical Association.
Okay, anyway, he sues the AMA. Wilk and his chiropractor friends alleged that the AMA's plan to eliminate the chiropractic profession violated antitrust law.
Every contract, combination in the form of trust or otherwise, or conspiracy in restraint of trade or commerce within the several states, or with foreign nations, is declared to be illegal.
Which, you know, I see where they're coming from. So the jury was like this is medicine. We want it to work.
Medical science had come a long way since the day of D.D. Palmer.
Germ theory was like totally accepted by this point. Vaccines were saving lives. Medical science was having its heyday. So the jury was like, we're really not that upset about this. And Wilk lost. But there's a technicality in the law. The Sherman Antitrust Act was made to like protect us from monopolies and corporate greed.
There's no exception for what's scientific and what is hocus pocus nonsense. It just says,
don't restrict trade. And so 7 years later, when Blockbuster was probably waiting on Home Alone to leave the theaters, Wilkes appealed. And he won the case against the American Medical Association.
The very first premise of chiropractic is mistaken.
And then over the next 100 years, you have chiropractic spreading around the world.
Science writer Simon Singh is being sued by the British Chiropractic Association for questioning their treatments.
Smartest thing in the world would have been to have backed down. I think settlement would have meant a payment of a few £1,000s, nothing big, but the problem then is that any other science journalist who wants to write about these kind of things realizes that if you do write about it, then somebody threatens you with libel, you have to back down. What's the point? It has a chilling effect on journalism.
Simon was sued because of an article he wrote in The Guardian, but he partnered with Edzard Ernst on this book. Edzard has been called the world's foremost expert on the claims and evidence, or lack thereof, for complementary and alternative medicine.
Prince Charles come to pay you a visit? King Charles, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
He's related to this story as well.
He has promoted chiropractic in all sorts of ways. It's not only chiropractic that he promotes anything that is bonkers.
No, that's not fair.
Charles one day decided to commission a report. As I was the only professor of alternative or complementary medicine, I was recruited to help. I saw a draft report which was so incredibly biased and full of mistakes that I said to the chap in charge, I can help you with that. I do a correction. And he said, no, thank you. I asked my name to be dropped from it. The next day, that was the title story of the Times, first page. Next, I get an email from Mr. Smallwood, who was the lead author of the report, saying, I will make sure that you regret that. A little while later, I get information from my peers at the university that they start an investigation into my wrongdoings. They had received a complaint from Charles's office. At the end, the Vice Chancellor wrote a letter to me that I was innocent of the allegations, but during these 13 months, everything had broken down, and I was told there's no money to carry on. I was so cheesed off that I then went into early retirement. Charles managed to close down the only worldwide research unit that critically and systematically looked into alternative medicine.
I talked to a lot of people for this story.
It is so hard to have chronic pain. It is so hard to have any chronic condition.
You just want that pain to go away, and you're willing to do whatever they say to do.
Their words are a direct result of Chester Wilkes' successful lawsuit in 1990.
They're preying on that hope of a cure.
Every time I've talked about that topic is less on the side of me coming at chiropractic, but more so to the defense of people who've been harmed by chiropractic.
I think part of what chiropractic does is that it preys on vulnerable and desperate people.
I feel bad for those patients because they're getting ineffective treatment.
Every workers' compensation insurance carrier in the United States of America pays for chiropractic. Medicare pays for it.
Did they decide to do that voluntarily, or did you ram laws through the state legislatures to get them to do it?
I think somehow chiropractic has found a way to manipulate the system.
Really? They have like a really strong lobbying arm. What politicians are involved?
Both sides.
Really?
Both sides.
It's bad enough when you're exploiting people for their money. I think it's even worse when you're exploiting them for their money and their health.
I'm totally fucking always misaligned. So am I like doomed?
Alignment is just isn't realistic. It kind of falls in with the subluxation thing. I would say that's like the new branch, because I think the term subluxations, I think people have kind of found out that it's...
There's also a real risk.
With certain chiropractic manipulations, particularly of the upper spine, you can do a lot of injury.
A 28-year-old woman lies paralyzed. The result, her family says, of a neck adjustment by a chiropractor.
What happens most frequently is that an artery breaks up that supplies the brain, and then you have a stroke, and of a stroke you can die.
4 arteries were ruptured. She suffered a stroke and cardiac arrest.
About 100 fatalities have been reported in the medical literature.
After model died just days after visiting the chiropractor.
That sounds very, very little, but we know that underreporting is almost 100%. The true figure is anybody's guess.
She was on a photo shoot when she hurt her neck, and now we're learning treatment for that injury ended up costing her her life.
If you go to a scientific conference, it's full of people arguing and debating and so on, and it's really important we do that, whereas in alternative medicine, they were given a free pass. Oh, it's traditional. Oh, it's natural. It must be safe.
So why did this happen?
Today I have irritable bowel syndrome. Is there a doctor around I could talk to?
Yeah, of course. It has the potential to make everything better. No matter what goes inside the body, it has the potential to make it better. That's just the bottom line.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big
It's because one day, D.D. Palmer had an idea.
When I got to chiropractic school, that's when I realized there's a whole other world. A lot of people are based in sort of that deep sort of philosophy-based style. I would say my journey as a student didn't involve a whole lot of that, especially right away.
You know, they're decent people. A lot of them are decent people. They want to help people. They go into medicine because they want to be healers and so on. But they really are misguided. Many of them are hugely misguided in terms of their understanding of basic biology.
You start to notice it and you're like, oh, that's, you know, interesting. That doesn't sound like logical, for lack of better words. You look into it and you'd be like, oh, that's way behind in research, or it's not supported.
In recent history, some chiropractors have rejected D.D. Palmer's theories. Some even started an organization. As a chiropractor, if you want to get into the NACM, you have to reject Palmer's theories. But in 2010, the NACM sent out an email. It said this: "All good things come to an end. We tried and we failed. Chiropractic is a failed profession. And officially, the NACM ceased to exist."
This is the story of America, is a misrepresentation of what it takes to get wealthy. It's bad enough when you're exploiting people for their money. I think it's even worse when you're exploiting them for their money and their health.
Being cared for, being talked to, inevitably has a very powerful placebo effect. Back pain is one of the conditions most amenable to placebo effects.
Huge disclaimer here. This is not medical advice. Talk to your doctors. Your medical doctors.
What conditions do you treat here?
We treat most all illnesses here, Ms. Martin, both acute and chronic.
This is the password that childhood me used for everything. Sir Nibliton was the name of my childhood hamster. Laugh all you want. I know you did it too. In May of 2016, my password was leaked from Neopets, of all places, meaning that all of my other accounts using that same password were also compromised. And that has been a burden that has followed me well into my adult life. NordVPN is trying to make the internet a better and safer place for people. Available government 5 you until a special deal if you search more need friends from across the globe.
All right, so we got the history of chiropractic therapy. Are chiropractors real doctors? Yes, they are, but they are not medical doctors. So let's keep that in mind. Now, what we're going to do is just watch a few reels. These are always, we're here for Crack Up Chiro, man. So let's go ahead and watch some of these funny reels that we got for you guys. We're just going to go through them, man. Comment what you think. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Let me straighten this out for you. Okay. Let's get right into it. Okay. Why does he look like he's walking so stiff? Like it's not making sense. Why? What? Nah, those are some wild techniques. Let's see some of the comments. Bro, your video are so good. Thank you for making me laugh. Okay. I like your content. It's so funny. Keep going, bro. They sent Granny into another dimension. Number 5 is like a snowman. Yo, that is hilarious. Oh, she was crunchy. She was crunchy.
Дыши. Выдох ртом. Дыши. Выдох ртом. Дыши. Выдох ртом.
So how are you feeling today? What's going on?
Not bad, just my tightness in my mid back. I haven't been adjusted in so long either, so it's like I have some.
Has it been since the last time you were here, probably?
Probably.
All right, drop the elbows down.
That's my favorite. I love that one.
Yeah, okay, let's do low back. Wow. Wow. So just take a breath in, let it out.
Oh my god. I don't know what I thought that was, but that was not it. I mean, it feels good. I just wasn't expecting that.
Yeah?
That was nice.
Catch you off guard a little bit?
Yes, a lot.
Let's see if we can get anything else.
Oh, there we go.
So good.
There we go.
So how about that towel adjustment?
It was actually really nice after the fact. It scared me when it was happening, but it felt good.
It was good?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you so
For
much.
sure. So how are you feeling today? What's going on?
She said it feels good, y'all.
Beide Beine gleichzeitig hochheben, richtig gestreckt und richtig halten. Zusammendrücken noch, Atmen zu, genau. Beide Beine gleichzeitig hochheben, richtig gestreckt und richtig halten. Zusammendrücken noch, Atmen zu, genau. Beide Beine gleichzeitig hochheben, richtig gestreckt und richtig halten. Zusammendrücken noch, Atmen zu, genau. Beide Beine gleichzeitig hochheben, richtig gestreckt und richtig halten. Zusammendrücken noch, Atmen zu, genau. Beide Beine gleichzeitig hochheben, richtig gestreckt und richtig halten. Zusammendrücken noch, Atmen zu, genau. Beide Beine gleichzeitig.
Okay, that wasn't that loud, but
I was just checking to see if I went viral. No? Okay.
Yeah, and
I was just checking to see if I went.
Beide Beine. Yeah, and I.
let's
Are you
see.
even real? I didn't do that.
I will be one of the greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be.
Nah, that was loud.
First one, let's see if we can do the right side on here. This is the SI joint. All right, excellent. Just have you look this way for me. And again, just relax now. I'm just gonna make sure I got the right SI. Perfect. First one, let's see if we can do the right side on here. This is the SI joint.
Let's check the comments on that.
All right, excellent. Just have you look this way for me.
This dude knows what he's doing. It's good to receive this at least once a month. Man, this kind of makes me want to be a chiropractor. The grandpas would have screenshotted.
Just have you look this way for me.
One of the most beautiful jobs in the world, especially when you take care of pretty women. Man, he's enjoying himself. He's going right in.
Shoulder range of motion. Let me test it. Yeah. Not smooth. Well, this we already know from the clicking. So let's work on your scapula. The scapula adjustment is not a true joint. It's a functional joint. There's a bursa that sits inside. And what's going on with him is the subscapular bursa is inflamed. That's why it's not gliding smoothly. We're gonna start to glide it this way. Deep breath in, blow it out fast. And you're gonna catch. Deep breath in and out. There you go. Hand forward, please. That's it. And let's check the rib. Right there. Let it go down. Tummy down. Down, down, down. Gotcha. Home run, baby. Shoulder range of motion. Let me test it. Yeah. Not smooth.
I told you it's gonna be Wow. That was delicious. I told you it's gonna be Wow. That was delicious.
It's Y-strap time. Let's do this.
see his reaction.
So I'm gonna distract, and then when I feel he's distracted enough, I'm gonna give him a nice little impulse.
Distracted.
Awesome. How was it?
Why not sooner? Why not sooner?
Why not sooner? It's
Why
Y
not
strap
sooner?
time.
If you want a YouTuber with over,
I like mine upset.
if you want a YouTuber with over 100,000.
Why not a lot sooner?
Does the scoliosis cause you any other type of pain besides the low back pain and the neck pain?
Like just in the spots where it's like pushing my back.
If you look at her spine, you can see that when we're coming down, it's almost like we shift to the left here. Just nice and relaxed for me. We're gonna drop this head down. Good. Wow. We got a couple on setup. How'd that feel? We're gonna do the same thing here. How you doing? Doing okay? All right. The one area I really want to target is right through here where we start to notice the shift in the back here. So it's nice and relaxed. Good. A little tight through here.
Please don't scroll. Please.
Does the scoliosis
Facing me, please. Let's keep this covered though. Bend this knee. Okay, cover this. Good. Okay, now same thing other side. No, you're good. Bend this knee. Let's cover that. Forward relaxed. Very good. Okay, now go ahead and go face down for me. Let me give you this paper.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I always get this a lot in the comments, but why do people wear the short skirts when they're going to the chiropractic office?
Deep breath in. Let it all out. Whoa, that was great. One more time. Breathe in. Let it out. Facing me, please.
Let's check the comments out.
Bend this knee.
Good job to the camera for
Cover
carefully
this.
holding the camera with just one hand. Doctor happy,
now
patient
same thing other
happy,
side.
camera happy, and audience happy. Story finished. That outfit turned a regular session
No, you're
into the
good.
ultimate discipline test.
Bend this knee. Cover
Gentlemen
that.
of culture, welcome back. All right, pretty cool.
Hey guys,
Baby
so I'm here
adjustments?
with Lucas, who is a month and a half old, and his parents brought him into the office because he's having trouble turning his head to the right. Patient favors that left side, as you can see, and we're going to do a little bit of work to loosen up some muscle tissue, get his neck adjusted, and see if we can get him to turn to the right. Let's check it out. See if we could figure out what's going on and why he's favoring that side. Yeah, he does have a little bit of tightness in the muscles there. Hey, buddy. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure to some areas. See if we can loosen it up. You see how nice and relaxed he gets. Just very soft pressure. Yeah. You like that? Hey guys, so
All
I'm
right,
here
so he
with
didn't
Luke.
adjust them, but
This is an ear adjustment. A lot of times I'll do an ear adjustment for patients with sinus problems and a condition called tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears. Great.
Wow.
This is an ear adjustment.
Let me know we can feel it there. Lift. Down. That was good. Let me know we can feel it there.
yeah, she felt that. Yeah, she felt that.
Breathe in. 'em. Breathe in. 'em. Breathe. 'em. Breathe. 'em. Breathe. 'em. Exhale. Breathe. 'em. Exhale. Breathe. 'em. 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 Breathe. '
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Breathe in. Exhale.
Are you serious? I feel better just hearing that. Her voice is so gentle. I repeat.
Breathe in.
I repeat it 30x times just to hear the sound. I feel better every time. That is funny. ASMR work? Yeah.
What's wrong?
Slept weird. I think I saw, like this.
Yeah. Are you stressed?
Yeah?
What are you stressed about?
You.
Sorry. Hold on.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. Do you need me to count? 1, 2, 3. Relax the shoulder. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
One more.
She is nervous.
I know, I'm sorry. We're gonna do the rib right there. 2, 3. I think there might be one more. Relax.
Ooh.
1 more. 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Oh.
She
What's wrong?
appreciates that adjustment.
Slept weird.
I struggle with like lockjaw a little bit too.
Wait, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Close and repeat. Mm-hmm. Your jaw tends to deviate that way.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to do is get it to
Go back.
Yeah. So is that tender?
Mm-hmm.
Stuck. You're gonna feel a little pop here.
Oh. Wow. Wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't ready for it either.
That was intense.
Yeah. Go ahead and open your mouth now. Whoa. How's it feel?
It's definitely more subtle for sure.
Yeah.
I struggle.
So we're checking valgus varus stress, both sides. So we're checking for gapping on the outside versus the inside. So it opens up a lot more right there. That's the lateral capsule, lateral meniscus. We're gonna work the capsule and then set the tibia. Traction, open up the joint.
Oh my god. Oh.
I'm barely doing it, yo.
Oh, it hurts.
I'm barely doing it.
Oh.
If it's too much, tell me to stop. 5, 3, 2. That's it, almost. Bend the knee. Relax there. I'm gonna set the tibia. Gotcha.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
So,
there you go.
He likes that. His bottom lip is.
He likes that. That's so funny. Is he gonna adjust the animal? Is he gonna adjust the horse?
You don't wreck it.
Okay.
That's Waverly. He's able to graze again.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, he was crunchy.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Oh, wow.
And I can't sweep you off.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Well.
That was good.
Do you get headaches?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh my God, headaches. Headaches and chiropractic therapy, they go hand in hand.
Oh. Are you lying?
I'm not lying. I'm being honest.
Have you eaten anything good in LA?
Well, I like Chick-fil-A.
Comes to California, Goes to Chick-fil-A?
Are you gonna crack my head now?
Not
My
yet.
neck.
Pretty soon though.
Oh my god! What did you do?
Good.
Am I still alive?
You trust me?
I do.
See, there it is.
Double meaning.
There it is. So we're gonna go right there. Does this feel good?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Shoulder adjustment for our patient. 3, 2, 1. Push and hold. Keep pushing. There it is.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Felt that one.
Power's on.
That was good.
Shoulder adjustment for our patient. 3, 2, 1.
Let's set the ankle. I had a case like this. This lady, she came from Fresno, and her right ankle wasn't releasing. And I found something else in her spine, and we set it and it actually released. Just turn on. I'm just curious. Just humor me for a second. Sit. This is the one I'm thinking.
Ooh! Ah!
Right? Down. Gotcha.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Shed a tear.
I had to, okay? Come up slowly.
Like,
Something came out.
it felt like coldness.
We got a little bit.
Oh.
That's it. Got a little bit. I'll take it.
Smoother.
A little different, right?
All right. So that was our stream from today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We learned a little bit about chiropractic therapy, where it started, the origins of it, and we watched some shorts and reels today. Shout out to everybody that was in the comments, everybody that supported. Shout out to all the new members. We will be back again tomorrow. Leave in the comments what kind of videos you want us to cover, what you want us to cover about chiropractic therapy, and we will be dropping more videos soon. Make sure you share this post out, this live out, and we will be back. I appreciate you guys, everybody. My name is Dr. Spine, your host, and we will be back tomorrow.